did make another. I haven't bought it yet, but I did design another Hero Forge character just in case.
Yeah, I designed one for Kimmy if she decides to join. She was thinking about joining us today, but I guess she was growing up. So
yeah.
That's okay.
And she doesn't know how to act. I'm like, you don't really need to act. You just think of the character as if they're a person. And
What would that person do?
yeah.
Yeah.
But she's also not a storyteller, like she's more very much math, not English creativity.
I like math.
I hate math. I think we all know this by now.
Yeah, no, I know. Everybody knows you hate math.
I like math, but sometimes the math doesn't like me, and sometimes the brain just turns off. The brain just...
If it makes you feel any better, I've been up since 2 in the morning, so I might be a little bit late.
Well,
That's
you'll be up
okay.
at midnight.
Yeah, I have to get up at midnight. Go to work at 1.
And then take Tuesday off.
Well, I'll be up all night.
Well, you gotta work.
Looking at, I don't remember.
That's right.
Alright, so at the end of last session, we slew the goblins with their bugbear leader, and made a discovery of some treasure hidden in a cave, which Rowan and Ella kind of had a little bit of a tiff about the potions. They're yet to be identified. Yeah, they're yet to be identified, so we don't quite know what they are, but yeah. Now it's things have kind of calmed down since the combat with the goblins, and you're all just taking stake, and you're in the empty goblin camp. Just kind of... What are you guys doing?
What time of day is it? You're gonna hear that question a lot.
Yeah, mid-afternoon to early evening, so probably like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You guys traveled for quite a while before you...
Dinner time?
I'm gonna look for a brass thing.
Okay.
Nova will probably start eating rations.
Hey, that's better rolls already.
Probably hungry now. Nova's gonna start eating dinner.
Oh, she's gonna create you one of your campfires and start making something?
Mm-hmm. And she's also watching Rollin and her quarters.
You want me to perceive or investigate this?
Investigate.
Okay, 11.
You find a thing. It's kind of like a bowl. You're not quite sure if it's bronze, or you're not sure if it's brass or copper.
Close enough.
You're kind of unsure.
Close enough. It's all copper.
So you can attempt the ritual if you would like.
I need more incense first.
Okay. So yeah, you just you put it in your pouch and you take it with you. Nova is creating a
little campfire.
Fire next to one of the little tents and kind of preparing some food. Rollin and her porters are kind of searching around the rest of the camp to see if there's anything extra kind of lying around that they could use.
Is it just the one way into the camp?
Yeah, it's kind of like it. So you came in and it was kind of like a almost. It's kind of like you're almost in a quarry, sort of. Like it kind of like as you walk down into the camp, it was like sloped hill into like a with a kind of like a cliff face. So it was like quarries that they dug out.
Okay.
Oh, we're at the goblin camp.
Yep.
Yeah.
Goblins probably wouldn't have carts, would they?
Depends on what they're doing.
Would nobody be able to find a cart that is big enough for us all to... cart and animals.
What? There's no animals around. But you like not in the camp at all. But you do find pretty easily. It's kind of a shoddy two-wheel like pull behind cart. Since I have one. Yeah, you kind of find like a. It's a pretty shoddy cart, but if you could find like a mule or something to pull it, like obviously one of the porters could probably pull it, or a furball could pull it pretty easily.
It's not quite what Nova's looking for, so she'll probably just pass on that.
You looking for a sweet new ride?
Yeah. Well, I guess we could all sit on the cart and have one of the porters pull it, but that's not quite.
Yeah, I think Nova and Ella get along just fine.
Nova's tired of walking.
Alright. So, what are you guys doing?
Let's see. Ella's gonna spend time with these potions to figure out what they are.
Go ahead and give me a medicine check.
I guess Ella, or not Ella, go back.
If I use my herbalism kit, do I get proficiency then? Or can I use it? Or
no, I would say it's mostly going to be a medicine.
okay. It'll be 15.
Yeah, you spend a good couple hours, kind of like, and you take a little like sip of one of them, and you kind of just as you ingest imbibe the little bit of liquid, you feel like this feeling of revitalization kind of wash over you. With your check and just the time you can spend with them, you realize they're standard 2d4 plus 2 healing potions. So you have 4 of those, and Roland has 1.
I'm not going to tell her what they are.
Okay.
2d4 plus 2?
Yep, 2d4 plus 2. They're the very basic healing potions, but they will suffice for your needs. Yeah, you got your first magic items.
That's right, because healing potions are magic items.
Yep. Yeah, so you guys spend the rest of the afternoon just kind of, prepping, looking for, getting materials together, and, Rollin and reporters actually decide to bring the cart along because they can carry more and easier. Because you can drag up to, I think, 5 times your maximum carrying capacity. So, like, one of them can like pull or drag something
Like
that's
1,000 pounds.
like basically a ton.
What can a cart carry at a time?
No, the cart is, you know, it's in not the greatest repair because it's not built by the goblins. They took it from somebody, so it's like a farmer's cart.
Yeah.
You know, they would use to pull their harvest in. But yeah, they decided to kind of load up a bunch of the arms and armor just kind of in a pile and just kind of put a tarp, like take one of the goblin tents and just kind of wrap it over it with a tarp, so that kind of just it holds it all in there. You know, if you get to town, you can kind of trade and sell some of these items because not all of them look worn and beaten. Some of them actually like they're good repair. Like maybe they just robbed a blacksmith on the road or something. So they kind of have, like, some of this stuff would not fit a goblin. And the fact that the furbolgs were able to put some of this plate mail, like piecemeal, this plate mail together, and they're, 8 feet tall and like 400 pounds, like this was some well-built plate mail that was in there. So kind of, you have about, I would say probably close to probably about 400 gold piece worth of armor and armaments on the cart right now. So like if you
see, Ella's interested in the gold, but not necessarily armor.
But obviously, you guys wouldn't necessarily know the intrinsic value of these items until you went to a smith and sold them.
I don't think she would have any interest in it until it got turned into gold, and she'd be interested.
And you can always barter as well when you get to a town. But yeah, you guys kind of just take the rest of the afternoon to just relax. You can see Rowan just sitting next to their new haul cart and just kind of tipping back her flask almost constantly.
I'm gonna make a mushroom.
You're gonna make a mushroom?
I'm gonna make a mushroom.
Okay.
Just try it. Mushroom. Oh, don't go near that mushroom. I didn't bring any of my mushrooms with.
What is it?
It's a nom-nomming mushroom.
Oh. So actually what happens is as the mushroom grows, 23 to hit?
Yeah.
Okay, what was the damage again?
1d6 plus 1.
You take 5 piercing damage as this little mushroom chomps onto your ankle.
Whack.
Nova's not going anywhere near that.
Yeah, as soon as it bites your ankle, you just kind of stomp it with the butt of the staff.
Bad mushroom.
But yeah, you guys take the rest of the evening to rest and relax and recover. You set your watches, but nothing seems to disturb the goblin camp. So it's kind of an uneventful evening. Is there anything you guys would like to do in the early evening?
You wanna do the thing?
Is she asleep?
She's dozing. Like, you can tell she's
Are the
pretty
porters
intoxicated.
asleep?
What are the porters doing?
We basically want to arrange it that they're all sleeping and we're doing watch.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's kind of just like sitting here by the cart. They're kind of making sure everything's tied down and strapped down. It's just getting into nightfall, so no one's quite asleep yet, but they look like they're about ready to start bedding down.
Tell them we're well, they're okay. So they're already gonna bed down. Yeah, we'll let them all sleep while we take watch.
Yeah, they don't hear any of your conversation. Alright. So you guys are just hanging out till the evening?
Yeah.
Alright.
Against the wall. Just in case.
Okay.
Be hide.
Alright, they all fall asleep and you guys can go ahead and do whatever it is you're gonna do.
Just fall off the wall.
Okay. We're not gonna go up there anymore.
Take
Screw that wall.
Take 1d4 fall damage. Okay, are they like laying down?
Yeah, that'll see.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna cast invisibility on you.
I can also do hide.
Yeah, but now you'll be really able to hide. So as long as you're quiet, you'll be good. So I cast invisibility on him.
Sneaky. I'm gonna be stealthily.
Roll your stealth with advantage.
23.
Yeah. You can get whatever the hell you want.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be just taking the bottles out.
Are they bottles or is it
No,
a cast?
it's a cast.
Oh, okay, then.
So just
Because their packs aren't on them, so you just go up and so you unlatch the straps that are holding this like
Okay.
nice sized cask off, and you kind of just
Push it over.
roll it.
Are we okay? Are we on a flat surface or on a hill?
You guys are currently in the bottom like of this like quarry.
Okay. Okay, she's gonna just quietly push it over after it's open. Just let it.
Okay. So you're just gonna kind of take it off to the side and dump it. Are you replacing the cask after you empty it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you take the cask, you go a good like 30 or 40 feet away, you just kind of like dump it out, and then you recork it, and then you put it back in their back, and strap it back in.
Yeah, and then sneak back off and like pretend I didn't see anything.
Okay.
they couldn't see you anyway. They just see a rolling cask.
Yeah, right. You just see the cask moving.
Oh yeah, I don't even need to move. I can stay right there. But no, she's gonna move back to where they last saw her.
Okay. All right. So the rest of the night progresses. Ella, you have your rest. Nova, you take your trance for 4 hours. Yeah, and as you guys awake in the morning, you see Rowan get up to go right over. She like almost instantly goes right over to the pack that has the cask on it, and goes to fill her flask, and nothing comes out. She's like, oh shit.
I was gonna be like, how much did you drink last night?
Well, usually these last me a lot longer than this, but
I'm sure you've been stressed out leaving home and being on the road. It happens. We'll just have to get back to a town before you can do anything. If you still want to come.
Well, yeah, I don't really have anything to go back to. My parents will be pretty pissed that I ran off.
Yeah, but they'll always accept you back.
Yeah, but they'll want me to get married, like, all the sooner now, after this little escapade.
What about you, Ella? You want to still travel, or do you have somewhere that you need to go back to?
So as you start to talk to Ella, she kind of pauses and kind of has this blank look on her face. Stefan will be your phone.
Ella?
Shh, I'm listening to nature. Give me a moment.
I was just gonna stand there with their hands like
Kind of
clasped.
like twirling her vinegar.
Well, no, like clasped it down, like just waiting.
Roland's like kicking stones in the ground, kind of impatiently. Yeah, then.
Yeah, eventually I'll need to travel north and try to find some folks that I knew a long time ago. I don't even know if they remember me. Is it town north?
You could go through it to get.
It's one of these numbers.
Yeah, like you wouldn't necessarily have to go to Thornvel. You could go to like a smaller like village on the route there, but it'd be more like a farming village kind of thing, not so much like a major city. There are several little villages. Nova would know that there's a small village called Peace Bloom that is, somewhere along the road. Because the road kind of winds up out of the forest and kind of comes to like a T and kind of splits off, and one road leads to Thornvel, and not far from the forest itself is the small village of Peace Bloom.
Well, let's start heading that way and see what happens. I guess.
Do you need to stop into a larger town, or what do you need to do?
You said Thornvel's on the way to where?
It's like out of the way.
It would be a little like.
And that's
Where Ella wants to go, it would be a little out of the way. Like you kind of have to go more west than north to get to Thornvel.
Thornvel's where her brother is.
Yeah, Thornvel's where Nova grew up. So it would really be,
Would Nova want to go to Thornvel? Is basically the question.
How long has it been since the last time she was there?
Since the last time she was there, it's probably been about a century and a half.
And the last time she saw her brother?
Was that time as well.
Well, if it's no big deal, I may want to go visit a family member in Thornvel. But we don't necessarily have to. I've got a couple hundred years left.
It wouldn't be too much of a problem. You helped me, so.
Hopefully I don't get in trouble this time.
Probably just make you invisible.
Yeah, so you guys.
Yeah, you could. But where's the fun in that?
I think I'm gonna like you.
Yeah, so you guys take to the road and you head north out of the forest. It's about a half a day's journey, maybe 3/4 of the day journey to just outside the forest, where you see the road and you see this road is much more well traveled than the road that you were previously on. Huh?
Does Nova recognize the road?
Yeah, she knows this road very well.
Because they were lost in the woods for
Quite a bit,
yeah. Okay, now I know where I am.
But yeah, you guys hit the road and you're kind of Nova's leading the way a little bit. With you got these guys back here, kind of. Rowan seems kind of rather
Withdrawals?
withdrawn and like very quiet compared to her normal, more talkative. Well, she's actually pretty quiet most of the time, but she's usually slightly more entertaining due to the fact that she is intoxicated regularly.
Yeah.
But she seems kind of withdrawn and kind of just very relaxed. And not so much relaxed, kind of on edge actually, due to the fact that she has gone almost an entire day with no alcohol in her system. But yeah, you travel for a good ways along the road. You stop to make a small camp. You stop to make a small camp. Anything you guys want to do?
Search for some more herbs or incensey herb things. Perception or which one do you want?
Which I believe is wisdom plus proficiency.
Okay. Then 11.
11? You find a rough handful of like flowers that it's like it's kind of like road flowers, I guess. Like,
Road flowers.
It's kind of like a little bit of like, it's kind of like a lilac, but it's not a big bush. It's kind of like reedy kind of, and you do recognize that you can make some incense out of this. They're not really useful for anything else. If you dried them out, you can make some, a little, probably about, I would say probably about 3 silver worth of.
That's not a whole lot.
Yeah, they're not the greatest incense, but they're feasible.
All right, we're eventually getting there.
Does Nova see anything that would interest her at all in this area?
Go ahead and give me a perception check. See if you notice anything.
11.
Well, while you were traveling, you see lots of carriages go by. Like not just like farmers' carts or anything. Like you see actual like full-on like carriages, like 4-horse, just like
fancy.
people.
People.
People who have money, kind of carriages go by, and that would be nice.
Like just like stare at them, like people do in today's time when there's a nice car that goes by.
Right. And you kind of just Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aha. You have a mission. But yeah, so you kind of, yeah, you just kind of you take in the sights, and you actually do see that there are a lot more like merchants and farmers kind of seem to be traveling the road more often than normal. Like it is fall, and you do know that
Festival time is coming up.
the harvest tide is coming up. So you know that when you get by the time you get to Thornvel, it's gonna be within a few days of harvest time.
And probably packed full of people.
Yeah, because you guys are on foot and now you're dragging a cart.
Yeah.
Which you guys really didn't have much say in. Roland just kind of did it.
Yeah.
Just like, screw you guys, I need the money. I don't have my parents' fortune anymore. I'm taking this crap. But yeah, so you guys take the night to kind of relax.
Okay. Nova's just gonna be like polishing her blades.
Okay. And you need whoever is on guard to make me a perception check.
Maybe. 15.
Yeah, you keep a watchful eye during your watch, and no one seems to come near your little camp or really seem to bother you. You may just not be in the right area or something, but you do know in the past there was a problem with bandits along the road, which it is, out of character. It is medieval times, and bandits are a common occurrence.
Yeah.
Due to the fact that poor people have no other way to make money generally.
And Nova would know this information?
Yeah.
She's probably very she's probably very
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, this is...
But it may just be the sheer amount of traffic on the road right now that's kind of keeping them more low profile. Because they're not going to just have to deal with one carriage or one cart. They're going to have to deal with multiple.
Are people coming in, like, going on the road all time of the night?
Yeah, they kind of just keep traveling. Like, some of the merchants tend to bed down, but like the carriages will go all through the night without too much issue. They have hooded lanterns that they have on the carriage, so they can have their basically headlights.
Do any of the carriages or anything fall? Like, does anything get dropped or fall off the carriages that Nova would see?
I guess it would depend on how well. It's a very moonlit night. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
14.
You watch for a while, but you don't seem to see anything fall off.
Okay.
Nothing. If something does, it's nothing of import. You can see some rocks being picked up by the speed of the carriages, but nothing seems everything seems pretty well tied down on these carriages. I don't think they'd get paid as much as they do if they didn't.
Well, if anything fell, Nova would definitely go and figure out if it was worth it or not.
Yeah.
But she's not gonna up and steal from someone that doesn't piss her off first.
Let's say the sidekicks take the next watch. Yeah, they're watch goes by rather uneventfully as well. They kind of just have a relaxing evening, through the night. And they kind of all take like little separate, like they break it up a little bit so it's a little bit longer. Ella, you want to take the last watch? The last 2 hours until sunrise?
10.
They kind of woke you up and you're a little bit groggy and you kind of just sit back down and you're kind of studying the land and you kind of just get lost in
You get lost sitting down.
well, you just get kind of lost in the breeze and the moonlight and everything nature. And you kind of block out the carts going by.
Like daydream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder if there's incense over there.
And you miss
That's a lot of dice.
the noise coming up from behind you as you guys are resting in your little camp. And you don't quite hear as
There's nobody here.
you don't hear as a group of creatures kind of come out of, like, the forest is a little ways off. You guys are kind of going in the northwest kind of west thing. You're getting up out of the forest and a little ways away. But coming from kind of a little out of nowhere, a small band of orcish raiders kind of start to creep up on the party, and you don't really notice them at first because somehow, even in their heavier armor, they're being kind of sneaky. So we got
Sneaky orcs. Wonderful.
over there. Rowan and reporters are over here. Kind of just hanging out. They're all asleep. Nova's in their trance. You can go ahead and roll me a perception check to see if you notice the noise.
22.
Yeah, you hear something. I hear something.
roll stronger perception.
I was like, what the f is going on? I heard something going on over there.
She's in the dark with their art boxes. Anna's taken to trying to sneak up on both of us.
Yeah, Keji also.
She sails with him.
She's starting to get really quiet. Like, traversing over baskets and everything. Quiet. Like, oh my god.
Ella, as you sit there, an arrow flies right past your face. Just barely missing you. Like it was so close, like the fletching kind of just like brushed against the side of your face. And like the sound of the arrow flipping past you awakens Nova. But the rest of the party seems unaware of what just is about to transpire.
I'm gonna flip around and yell, "Be gone!" I don't know who I'm flipping around to, but I'm telling them off.
We're gonna roll initiative.
Oh, I can't tell them off?
No.
That's a free action.
You can. In the first round of combat, you can go be gone. We'll see how that works for you. What'd you get?
13.
14.
initial order. And they have to do a perception check for Rowan. Yeah, she's still asleep. Okay. Oh, you're up first.
Alright, I'm flip around and yell, "Be gone." In a very angry, sneering voice.
You're just trying to intimidate?
Absolutely. Oh, come on, dice. Really? It's gonna be 8. Stupid dice.
Breathing is so shallow. I went to make sure he was okay, and I touched his hand, and he immediately ripped onto my finger.
Yeah, they don't seem at all bothered by this small half-elfin woman.
Small, are they?
But like,
Oh yeah. I
compared
was
to
gonna
them,
say,
they're like, yeah, you're a lot taller than them, but you're very thin framed, so they don't seem very intimidated by your.
That's fine. I'm a chill touch.
That guy.
On my ankle?
Actually, wait. Yeah. Chill touch.
Okay.
That guy.
Right.
Nat 20.
All right. It's 2d8.
Make sure we get the right colors. Get into that habit. What the?
Double ones.
Hey. It was the damage dice, not the attack dice. So minimum damage, but
And I'm a shillelagh for my bonus.
Alright.
And denim.
Let's see.
And I'll move closer to these borders.
Move back a little bit. Alright. With that, Nola.
she was laying down, or
Yep.
is it like
She was laying down.
she gets up?
Or no, she was probably in like a meditation
Yeah.
pose or something.
She gets up,
Okay.
and as she's getting up, she's just gonna double throw.
Okay. You're throwing at the closest one.
Yeah.
Alright.
Thank you. A 14 for one. Wait, no, they both get the attack. What am I doing? A dirty 20 for one, and a 10 for the other. Oh. A 12 and a dirty 20. I got one right.
Those both hit.
Yeah.
9? No.
And she's also going to move.
You can now see your 2 daggers sticking into him. In his
Back.
chest.
She also moved back.
Okay.
How far back? She was like here. How far back could she?
She was like right there. She could probably get right here.
Okay.
She just kind of like backpedaling as she throws her daggers.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Rowan is going to rage. And she's gonna bonus action Misty Step, which gets her about there, and then she's gonna move in to that guy. I'll let her in for a win. Alright, yeah, that hits. Yeah, she just cuts him right.
I really appreciated the post that you.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like, really?
Oh, my mom.
Really?
My mom keeps sending me articles, and I'm like, oh my god. And I don't think she reads them because they all say they're THC vapes. not
Yep.
nicotine vapes.
Correct. And if there's 5 deaths in the country,
Yeah.
1 in Minnesota.
Yeah. But it's like, and some of them have prior lung problems. I'm like,
Not only that, I mean, like, you take your pick. I mean, you have normal cigarettes. I mean, you have all the opioids that people are overdosing on, and but you're going to freak out about the vape.
yeah, like you didn't ban cigarettes. You're not trying to make cigarettes illegal, so.
Oh man, you imagine?
They did change the legal age to buy cigarettes, though.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but that doesn't change anything because 21-year-olds can still buy 19-year-old cigarettes.
Yeah.
They did it in high school. 18-year-olds bought 16-year-old cigarettes.
Which the other week, my dad found a hidden pack that I had from high school in the house.
Like, that's where that went.
Yeah, it was just like, oh, I forgot that existed. I'm not going to say it was mine, though.
Well, you take 7 piercing damage as you're pierced by a bow, an arrow. From one of the 3 orcs in the back. They all launched arrows at you, but only one of them hit. Alright. Top of the round. Oh, you're back up.
Alright.
I'll say that
I'm going to do my spore-shaped thing.
Okay.
And then...
No, we need to get you need to make another mini. So we can paint it like your spore form.
I clean another one.
If you want, I'll do it, but I was thinking because I have like the mossy kind of flocking, you can almost kind of like string it out. Like you could paint her like kind of like a greenish color and kind of string out some moss across her if you wanted.
It would be cool. It was a pain to clean her though. Like she broke in like 4 different parts. Okay, so yeah, so I'll do that.
Okay.
And then I'll kind of skirt that direction and come up towards behind Roland.
Get them right there.
We'll just skirt the battlefield.
So that's your bonus and your movement, right?
That was my movement and main action, so
Oh, okay.
I don't have anything I'm going to do for a bonus action right now.
Okay. No.
I'm gonna throw 1 dagger.
Okay. That's gonna put you down to 5.
Using just 17,
That hits.
6.
And technically, you get your sneak attack damage because they're busy with someone else.
7.
It's 2d6.
Oh. 8.
8 damage.
The dice are against us.
Right.
And then she's gonna move over here and like
Yep.
hide.
Okay, so your hide action.
Oh. 8.
You're pretty sure you hit. Pretty sure.
I'm like, I'm definitely hidden.
As far as you've noticed so far, you don't seem to be their main concern.
The best hiding.
Yeah, like I'm whispering to this guy, like I'm hidden.
He kind of looks down at you like. Okay.
You know, we're gonna die eventually because of just our dice.
Alright, she's gonna go reckless. She's gonna hit the guy right in front of her. She's Got advantage. Double 15s. Which hit. 9 damage.
Her bow can get sneak attack.
Any ranged weapon or any finesse weapon. That hits. And she cleaves the other guy that you threw the dagger at in twain. So she did a big hit on him, and then she just... Basically what she did was she swung her greatsword through like this. So she hit the one guy, and then as her bonus action, used her frenzied attack to hit the other guy.
You won't be keeping track of the arrows.
Yes. You have to keep track of your daggers? You have to keep track of your
Yeah,
arrows.
I know.
We need to print some just swords, and then we'll know where they all are lying on the battlefield.
Well, I think I need to make her a dagger and arrow tracker, so she can, like, this is how many I have. Kind of like, you know, like the spell tracker sheet, but with, like, dots for how many daggers and arrows she has. But yeah. So
I think I know what's getting all over my feet. It's all down here.
Yeah.
The freaking glue from probably the printer.
Alright, so the one right in front of Nova is gonna, or in front of Rowan is going to swing. He juts out with his spear, but misses horribly. And then the other three are going to launch arrows at Rowan, seeing as she seems to be cutting down their friends. Two of those hit. For a whole 3 damage. So nice to be a rage machine. Alright. Top of the round.
Alright, Nova's gonna move up and...
No, but that one.
Or, yeah. Yep, Nova's moving up. I don't know.
Oh, I keep saying Ella, so we're just gonna switch characters.
And whack!
Oh, that would be crazy if there was like a mind thing where you like,
Freaky Friday.
yeah, like you're just like,
Oh god.
It's possible. There are items in the game that will do that. Magic spells that will do that.
like, oh, by the way, you two switch papers because that's
Like
what you
if
got.
a Rory's telepathic bond backfires.
15.
Yeah, hits. Just have some backfire lists. We were talking about doing the critical hit like damage tables, like lose an arm or a limb or something.
Oh.
But I don't think I want to do that. That's too.
7 plus 3, 10.
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, you bash him and smash his skull in.
That is all for my turn.
Right.
Is that edge one within? Wait, is that edge one within 10 feet? I want to move 10 feet within his range.
Yeah, you can probably take one step forward and be within 10-foot range.
Stare him down intently.
Okay.
Take out the bow and arrow and like probably
Okay.
doesn't really completely.
She's fully trained in
Oh,
it, so
okay.
she knows what she's doing.
She's gonna aim for probably that one, which is the closest. 14.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
It's the same as your attack launch to the dagger. And it's 1d6 plus 4.
30 hits.
6 damage.
6. Does she get her sneak attack bonus?
Yeah.
Okay. 12.
12 damage.
And
Your arrow sinks right into his head.
gonna
Pierces
hide.
him right in the eye.
just gonna hide once more. For a 25.
Yeah, you're definitely hitting.
Like, I was pretty sure I was hidden before, but now I'm really hidden. I'm the best. Okay.
Alright, Rollin is going to charge right in here. And reckless attack. Wow, double 19s. Yeah, you take both of her attacks. 6, 10, plus 8. Yeah, she just runs up, basically swings her greatsword through the orc, hitting his bow, snapping it in half, and just cleaving off his arm right into his chest. Alright, this last orc, being a little out of range, is gonna kind of start running away. And as he runs away, he's gonna fire one shot at Rollin, which hits her for 6 damage, 3 damage. Okay. Alright.
How far away is he?
I would say a good 40 feet.
I'm a hold person on him.
Okay. It's a wisdom saving throw.
Yep, wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed.
Oh, he's paralyzed.
Alright. And I'll just walk up closer. Rollin's gonna get to him before I do, but I'll just use my movement to get closer. But yeah. The whole time just staring him intently.
You can see his eyes like darting around, like he doesn't know what the hell, like he's like, just like stuck there, he's trying to move, but he can't move, and you can see his eyes just...
Is it a paralyzing effect? Or?
Yeah.
It's an immobilization effect.
So yeah, just cannot right?
Is she within range?
Yep. But she would technically have disadvantage.
She's not doing that.
Okay.
How far is she?
Probably about right there. Especially if she walked around the cart.
And it's just a straight roll?
No, you can have your advantage now in this position.
A 18?
Yeah, hits. Yeah, your arrow just flies right, just basically just gracefully flies, goes right through the crook of Ella's staff and smacks right into his chest, burying itself.
Goes through the hole. Just goal! And she is definitely going to get all of her things back.
Go ahead.
You can probably get some more arrows.
Roll me an investigation.
That was also
Because it is dark.
It's dark.
Yeah.
Oh. An 8.
How many did you throw? 4?
3.
3. You find 2 of them.
I'm a dancing lights things.
And then she did 2 arrows.
But
And these.
if Ella is doing dancing lights, you would be able to recover all of your daggers. Your 2 arrows were basically unusable because they were basically impaled.
But
Yeah,
loot them for arrows.
Yeah,
Ella's
I'm gonna investigate the bodies.
Ella's gonna investigate it also. Somehow.
You want to re-roll that?
Since it flew all the way across the table.
Well, I mean, that's not my
What was
fault.
the first roll?
2.
A 2?
Oh, okay.
12.
Yeah, you find, each one of the orcs, well, the 3 bow carrying orcs had probably about 10 arrows each left on them.
So about 30 more.
So about 30 more arrows. And yeah, you find a couple of small pouches contain like
Measly amounts of.
like 5 to 6 silver. So you probably get a good like 25 silver out of looting the corpses.
I guess Elle is just playing with her dancing lights that look like little glowing spores.
Rollin just seems to like calm down, but like she seems more winded from her rage now that she's not like intoxicated. She hasn't been able to drink in a while.
Is she a drunken brawler or something?
Yeah, basically. Yeah. But you know, she's been more winded all day long due to the fact that she's going through that alcohol withdrawal. And it's just from if you've had any experience with it previously, it takes its toll on the body. But elves are a little bit more substantial. But yeah, so you guys kind of just after your little skirmish with the orcs, you go back and you finish off your rest, and you awake in the morning, break fast, and get on the road again.
Road again.
You spend the whole day traveling. Go ahead and make me some perception checks. Just one each.
10.
10.
You guys are very distracted by all the carriages and carts kind of just
like,
rushing past. You guys are kind of like in the middle of the road.
Can I also be distracted by looking for incense?
Yes, you can.
No, it's like, no.
If it's perception, then it's 21. Or is it investigation along the road? Herbalism. Oh, it's still 21.
21? You actually do much better today. It seems like you're in a much better place to like find better herbs. You spend the time you're traveling, because you guys are kind of traveling on the edge of the road to stay out of the way of the main traffic, because you're a lot slower than all these carts and carriages. But you're able to find 15 gold pieces worth of dried incense.
No one may want to flag down one of the carts and see if they give us a ride.
Leaving Rollin behind. We'll see if they're rolling.
The porters can just hold the cart off the edge.
Okay.
You have to roll.
Give me a persuasion check.
13.
They seem to just ignore you guys.
I don't see anyone walking there.
Well, they see you, but they're kind of like, they seem like they're very in a hurry to get to Thornvel and set up their stalls and everything. They just seem like they don't have, and the carriages just completely ignore you guys. Like the carriage drivers don't even look at you. So, but the farmers kind of look at you and they're like, sorry, we're kind of full, kind of thing. They don't really have the extra space to carry the 6 people plus drag along an extra cart behind. Especially since they don't have the freshest, newest horses.
Yeah.
And they're kind of these are their farm horses that they're using. But yeah, you try, but it just doesn't work out the best for you.
Oh, I guess. Well, what about the rustic hospitality? Able to find aid and shelter within common folk.
Question. How is Nova dressed currently?
Probably put down. In her armor, but put down. No daggers in her hands, like everything's like...
Well, my question really would be is...
I pose no harm. We pose no harm.
Well, it'd be... This could work in a situation, except for... Go ahead and roll me a percentile.
That's like 110.
Yeah.
Yep, 110.
66.
It's been a long time since Nova's been in Peace Bloom, and most of these farmers are from Peace Bloom.
Yeah.
They don't seem to recognize her.
Also, she's in.
Yeah, she's not in her flaunty barmaid
Yeah.
outfit that she would normally wear when in.
Yeah.
Like the poorer folk of Theodor's Roar would recognize Nova with the hood on
Yeah.
and everything, but they wouldn't. But
Yeah.
these people kind of just. It's been probably a century since you were in Peace Bloom last, so it's kind of. Hi, Thirsty.
I'm Daddy.
Maybe. Just looks at me. Sure.
I was just gonna snicker her every time somebody just drives by.
It's like, come on, dude. Like, you know me. I know you. Wait. Oh, that's something. Would nobody recognize any of the people going by? Like, by name?
Give me a history check.
Okay, hold on. Well, there's a new one, just in case, because you know Anna's gonna want it. History check. Dirty 20.
You seem to recognize some of the faces, but you can't quite put a name to the face. And again, it's been a century.
Yeah. Just like, hey, I know you!
But yeah.
The last time she was in
Peace Bloom?
Peace Bloom, was she going by her full name?
No, she
No?
was going by just Nova. As soon as she left
She just kind
Thornvel,
of
she just
left her name
dropped
there.
the last name.
She left her name in Thornvel.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, I know you, I'm Nova. Just like this.
Ella's just gonna be like, you would almost do better talking to the trees.
Why don't you talk to the trees then? At least I'm trying.
I did. They're laughing.
Oh.
And Roland just kind of like, you can see that the withdrawals are getting harder and harder on her.
We have a sick friend. We really need help.
Like,
No,
it's almost gotten to the point where Roland's basically just riding on the cart while her porters pull it.
Yeah. She's gonna. Nova's gonna be trying harder and harder. Like we really need to get there fast. We need a doctor.
They still like they get even less. They get even like with you saying our friend is sick. They're actually kind of like you kind of see like the wall of carts just kind of like shift around you, almost like a car passing a bicycle in the bicycle lane.
You guys aren't very nice. I'd help you.
Yeah.
She's getting kind of ticked off.
Just been a little kissy. But yeah, you guys travel for the day, and you find another nice place to make camp, and you just you spend the evening eating and You guys aren't eating anything fresh. You're kind of on trail ration mode right now, unless you guys are doing any kind
I can go forage.
I want to see if... Whoa.
Are you trained in survival?
Nope.
Then you can't forage.
Oh. Do I have? I am trained in survival.
I'm trying to handle handlers. Use that to like
So,
coax some
24?
squirrels.
24? Yeah, you find enough to feed the 6 of you with some fresh berries, and you know, you actually, as you're out foraging for like berries and like other
Druid
fruit,
craft a little extra.
you actually find like carcass of a small fawn.
Alright!
So you guys can have some fresh meat cooked over the fire.
How fresh is that carcass?
One arm of berries and Alice dragging the carcass.
It's actually rather fresh. Like, it seems like somebody was out hunting and they killed the fawn, but they maybe have killed the mother as well, and they took the doe rather than carrying off this little fawn.
Alice not gonna care.
Yeah. So you guys cook up the fawn, cook up the deer, the venison, and you put some berries. You kind of make like a nice little berry salad, and like with some roasted venison on there, and you eat up. You actually get pretty full. I'm actually, yeah, no, you guys get pretty full. And yeah, so you guys.
Nova may or may not be a little bit jealous.
Alright, before we go to sleep, Ella's gonna go off a little bit to her own and do her thing with the getting her rat back.
Okay, I need you to roll me a perception.
We'll see.
How far away?
What is that, 61?
Yeah.
Luckily, the bull you found was brass.
Yes, it was rat.
And your ritual completes, and your little rat friends, so unnamed, reappears. Or it looks like oh.
And that's why I got killed.
He likes to nibble.
How far away are we from that now?
You guys are probably about 3 days walking travel.
Nova's so tired of walking. She's got a different tactic for the morning.
Well, I'm going to turn my oven on, and I'm going to go with the recipe, and then we'll go through that.
Okay. She's got a different tactic.
Ella comes back to the bonfire, petting her rat.
Nova needs to change though. Change her clothes.
I don't have prestidigitation.
I do.
Oh! You just clean your clothes.
No, she's gonna change them.
Oh.
She has her common clothes. I'm pretty sure.
You're gonna do that before morning?
No. Just in case. In the morning. She's keeping her armor on until morning. But she's gonna see if use family ties and fancy-ish common clothes. Because her common clothes aren't common clothes, they're nice. They're nice common clothes.
Should Ella get to her regular attire also? She's just wearing hide.
That's up to Ella.
Should we just babe it up?
Just start like I'll give you a show if you give me a ride. No.
I mean, Ella can babe it up.
So you guys rest for the night. a very peaceful evening. Nothing eventful happens. You don't get attacked by any bandits or raiders or anything like that throughout the night. Dawn breaks, and you guys wake up.
Nova changes into her nice common clothes.
Alright, just it's more slutty.
Yeah, basically. But she has her dagger underneath. Like her, like...
She's wearing more of a short skirt, not the full length,
Yeah.
like Tavern girl skirt. Okay.
Ella's gonna.
Or maybe she just takes off the chest piece of her armor. Because underneath she would have a normal shirt.
Sure, yeah, that works.
Ella's gonna get into just her regular druid clothes.
Roland just undoes one button. Just kind of like loosens the ties.
No.
She's actually really low pet. Holy shit.
Yeah, Nova takes off the...
Maybe Roland just like undoes the ties from the bottom of her shirt and just kind of like... it's like her stomach is showing. But yeah, you guys kind of... the three porters just kind of like look at you all like...
What the fuck are you guys doing now?
Okay. We're just gonna pull the card. Okay, yeah, fine. Alright,
The next cart she sees that comes by, she's gonna ask if they know.
well, as you guys get back on the road and you guys start traveling, it's strangely quiet. And, you know, you guys have been traveling for like roughly 4 days on the road, and it's been busy, like extremely busy. But now today it just seems quiet.
Like no carts whatsoever.
You see it, you know, the carriages, a couple of carriages go by even in the early morning, but there's none of the farmers' carts, there's none of the, like, the noisy rabble, obviously the carriages just zoom right past, like, full speed ahead, they don't even notice you. But as you're traveling along the road, you hear, coming up from behind you, a rather raucous noise.
Nova looks.
And it's this large, garish caravan, like massive carriage. It's like
Nova steps right in front. Just like stop right in front.
Ella does not join her there. Ella stands off to the side. Not in the way of getting crushed.
Hand out. Yelling like, wait!
But as this rather large carriage gets closer and closer, it slows down, comes to a stop right in front of you, and you can see a big sign that says, the Troubadour's Wonders.
The what?
The Troubadour's Wonders.
Troubadours?
And
I'm just rethinking things.
Sitting in like the driver's seat is this small halfling man, just flamboyantly dressed.
Hey, you've done it!
Hey guys, I didn't get hit!
He looks down at you, probably because like you're 6'3", but his seat
It's so...
is like sitting at like the furbog's head.
Yeah.
So like it's way up. This carriage is massive. Like you can hear like all the sound coming from inside. It's like a picture like a caravan, like a
circus traveler.
no, like a motorhome. Like
oh yeah.
it's that kind of size for this carriage. It's massive. Like you have, and like there's 6 horses, like basically Clydesdale horses pulling this massive carriage. And you can hear like behind him, like you can hear this it sounds like a party going on inside this carriage at all times. He looks down and he's like, "What do you want?"
Hi.
Hello.
Could we get a ride to Thornvel? I need to go see Dimitri Firaho.
Ella's gonna help. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Can we get a ride?
I don't know who that is, but
He's, she would know that he's town guard.
she would know that he's the guard captain
He's
of the Southern Road.
guard captain of the Southern Road. He resides in Thornvel.
Well, never been to Thornvel before, but we're going. I hear Harvest Tide is a raucous event.
Yeah.
Hold
my
on,
name's
let
Nova,
me
by the
check. He turns around and he slides this big window open. And he looks inside. He looks back at the 6 of you in your little cart. And he looks back inside.
We can ditch the cart. Nobody just blurts it out.
And then you go ahead and roll me perception checks.
Oh god. A whole whopping 7.
Ella's busy twirling Nova's hair.
So you don't notice any movement on his part,
Yeah.
but all of a sudden you see the carriage expand slightly. Like he just made room in it to fit you guys and your little cart. So he goes, "Yeah, sure, hop in." So like
Alright!
you guys walk around to the back of this giant caravan, this giant carriage, and this door just flips down. Kind of like the back of the C-130, just goes just drops down. And you get inside, and there's nothing in there. Like, you heard this party going on in this carriage, but you get inside, and there's some chairs and some tables and a place for you to like hook the cart in so it doesn't roll away. But there's nothing else.
Ella's slightly disappointed that there's no party.
Nova's very confused. Like,
But you can still hear the music and the sound and the
No,
boisterous laughter.
Nova's just like, wait, where's all that noise coming from?
And all of a sudden this loudspeaker just comes. It's like, so there's a spell called magic. It's basically Magic Mouth, the spell, but it looks like a loudspeaker and it starts speaking to you. It's very cartoony. And you hear the halfling's voice. He goes, "Oh, we like to keep our passengers separate from our entertainers. I'm sorry."
Oh, no, that makes sense, I guess.
Alright.
Can we still party, though? I've got a couple passengers here with me that like to party.
And then, as you're saying this, on the table, bottles of wine and plates of grapes and just all this well-cooked meat and just, like, basically just this banquet appears in front of you. And you can see Rollin, just eyes focused in on that wine, and it's like, she doesn't even uncork it, she just like with her hand, just chops the top off the bottle and starts chugging it.
You're a very nice man. Thank you so much.
It's the least we could do for fellow travelers. Oh, by the way, they call me the Troubadour.
The troubadour?
Yeah, the Troubadour.
Super.
So if you don't know, a Troubadour is an entertainer
Yeah.
at a bar.
Yeah.
So obviously this
Yeah.
guy is very...
Super. Cool.
And you can see like the wall, not the one you came in where the door was, like the wall kind of slides like, but there's still a physical barrier there. It's almost like a TV screen or a two-way mirror. So you can see everything else that's going on.
Oh, so we can see the
Oh, we can see the party.
You guys can
Alright.
see the party and you can hear the music. You just can't physically enter the space.
I think Nova's definitely gonna sit there at the closest chair and just like,
You can see.
Ella's gonna pull up a chair right beside you.
yeah.
And you can see these beautiful elven women dancing with fire and blades, and you can see.
Nova's just like,
And you can see all like these elven men and half elven men and human men all dancing and playing different musical instruments, and this is where all the music and the laughter, and you can see it's just this big party going on almost constantly in this caravan while they're traveling, and they're obviously going to Thornvel to celebrate Harvesttide, and you now have a ride that will cut your travel time to Thornvel to. Basically, you guys got your way into this.
Alright.
You guys have free reign to get to Thornvel.
Nova's intently watching all of it, but especially the dancers.
Yeah, so the dancers, you see, they're dancing, and they're like their movements are so fluid, and their blades are just spinning, and it almost like with the fire breathers around them, it almost seems like they catch on fire, and you can see the smoke and the flame just kind of arc up off of them, almost like
The flame is dancing with them.
yeah. So picture like Katniss Everdeen when she wears the flaming dress, kind of thing. Like, and like they do that whole thing where like they're wearing like these almost kind of shabby looking clothes, and they are engulfed in the fire, and they come out,
Gorgeous.
just with this like miraculously like beautiful ensemble.
Nova just goes,
Ella's just gonna laugh, and then has one of the bottles of wine.
oh yeah, that's definitely as
Definitely
well.
drinking with like a haunch of lamb in one hand.
Oh yeah.
She's also like tasting the wine, seeing what that's all about, because that's also her. This whole thing is her thing.
Yeah, the wine is very fruity, berry bouquet. Like, it's not like a grape wine. It's more like a citrusy wine. So it's very sharp at first, but then it kind of just mellows as it goes down. But yeah, you can tell this is not from the area. Because normally you're more of like a grape type wine, or like a
Farmy wine.
Yeah, a root ale.
Hey, the troubadour?
Yes, my dear.
Where are you guys from?
All over.
Like, where do you guys...
You've probably never heard of where we come from.
But I'd like to visit, maybe.
How do you do on the seas?
I've never been, but I don't have a problem with them.
We are from a place called Balu Village. We're all the races. And like you can see as you're watching the different performers, there are tabaxi, and there are halflings and gnomes, and there's even a couple of lizard folk in there that seem to be like doing like tongue tricks where they like explode melons with their tongue.
Is the whole village like this, or...
We do like to party.
Cheers!
Much better than where I come from.
Oh, elves don't know how to party the way we do.
Definitely not.
But yeah, you guys spend the next few days, actually, the rest of the trip to Thornvel, just kind of
Joy the party.
like it almost feels like you come out of this so well rested and like rejuvenated. You can't even tell that you've basically been drinking for 3 days, and like
I bet Roland is very happy.
like you drink and you drink and you drink, but you don't ever actually get to the point where you're like passed out, blackout drunk. Like it almost seems to like filter through your system very quickly in this. So basically, what this
good
is.
wine.
So for out of character stuff, what this is it's a permanent magnificent mansion that he can modify at any point in time he wants for any.
Cool.
So, do we tell time is passing, or is it kind of like?
No, you know time is passing.
Okay.
Like you can like there are windows
I
that
was
you
gonna
can kind
say
of
like
see
it
out
kind
into
of
the.
sounds like the Lotus Lair from Percy Jackson, the casino.
Never seen.
Never
It's been a
been.
while.
Well, like they go in and they eat this lotus flower, and they don't. They're having so much fun that they don't even. That 2 weeks have passed. and
No,
it's-
the Magnificent Mansion it's an extra dimensional space. Like he obviously made this carriage into like he built a massive carriage, but like he can
Is it bigger on the inside than it
Yeah.
looks on the outside?
yeah
Like the
And-
huts from Harry Potter at the
or the
Quidditch.
TARDIS.
Bigger on
wanted
the
that.
I almost was like, it's bigger on the inside.
Yeah, but he can, and with the way the Magnificent Mansion works, he can modify it whenever he feels to do whatever he wants it to do. So basically, he's made this almost constant party, and like there's actually when the food shows up, it's moving like somebody's carrying it.
Whoa.
It had the Magnificent Mansion has 100 unseen servants within.
Is that a thing that Nova could learn to use for the future Tavern?
Potentially. If
Ella will
she's-
know.
Does she have writing paper and pen?
You can request anything you like. Yeah.
The Troubadour?
Yes.
Do you have writing equipment?
Yeah, just all of a sudden on the table, right in front of you, appears some
That was-
parchment and a
No, was taking like notes. like, good wine.
you're just making kind of notes of everything that you're seeing here.
Yeah.
The fire dancers
Yeah,
and,
like-
and
Like entertainment. She has like 3 different categories: wine, entertainment, and service.
anything else while we're in the magnificent carriage of wonders.
I don't think so. Just
Okay.
yeah, party.
Alexa is gonna be very sad that you missed this. Yeah, you guys.
Yep, you missed a party. Ah.
You guys arrive at the gates of Thornvel, and the troubadour pipes in through the loudspeaker, and he goes, looks like we're gonna have a slight delay.
What, do you
Oh.
need help? What's the matter?
Looks like the guards are stopping every cart and carriage entering the gates.
Okay.
Okay, so out of character, is Nova like it's still in trouble here, or is she like gotten off the hook again?
Any record was expunged by the
Okay.
Nova would know though that during harvest tide, when when everyone's coming in, there is a tax at the gates. So every cart and every carriage and everything that goes through the front gates has to pay a tax.
But you know how much?
Well, we're in someone else's carriage.
Yeah, so Nova was thinking about giving.
But there's a fee for every person and a fee for any food or perishables that the people are carrying. And Nova would know that it's 5 gold a person to enter.
She looks to the party and goes, I think we should chip in for our hey, the troubadour?
Yes.
I am gonna give you some gold because this is a tax stop.
Oh, don't worry about it, my dear. They won't stop us.
Huzzah! Ella's not gonna worry about it.
She's very confused. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm 100% certain. We will get into the city, no problem.
If you say so. If you need anything, I'm in here and I can help you. She's very uncertain about all of this.
Your assistance is much appreciated, but right now we won't need it.
Okay. She takes a big swig of wine because she's not she's hella nervous or anxious.
So after the stop of the carriage,
Gotta relax.
about 3 or 4 hours passes, and you can kind of notice by the shifting of the sun. But yeah, some time passes, and you finally reach the gates, and you can hear outside the guards stop the carriage, and they're speaking to the troubadour, and then all of a sudden, like their manner, they're very gruff at first and very rude, but all of a sudden their manner just changes.
And we can hear this.
You can hear it, and he's basically because he left the mic open.
He's like, she needs to calm down.
But yeah, you can hear them. Their whole attitude towards him changes, and they go, yeah, you can pass, no problem. Go right in.
Mass suggestion.
Mass suggestion. Yeah, mass suggestion. Yes. He is a very powerful bard. I don't know if you guys caught on to
Well,
this yet
isn't
or
mass
not.
suggestion like 9th level?
7?
7?
I think. Is that for 8?
Damn. Nova is just shocked. she's like, okay.
But yeah, so you guys get into the city without any hindrance from
That
the.
must be very helpful for his line of work.
Yes, very.
Nova just kind of looks at the party and goes, well, I guess we're in.
But yeah, so you guys get into the city. He drives the carriage to kind of like the entertainment district, I guess. It's where everybody goes to like drink and party and everything. And so yeah, he drives you guys right into the city without any incident. So if you look at the map, you guys entered here, and he drove you guys. He's basically parked right here. So you guys just drove right through the center of town and parked right here. Basically, his caravan takes up a big portion of this. And as you guys are getting out, like the door opens for you guys to get unloading. You see the side just slam open, and
it's like
all the it opens from all different angles and sides. It's got But yeah, all the people that you guys saw in there partying, and it's way more than you thought it was.
Nova's definitely.
We're talking close to like 150 people were in there, just like. But they may have been other passengers in other rooms that you guys couldn't see.
Yeah.
So just like all these people are just filtering out into the area. Yeah, and so you guys are in Thornvel in like the not necessarily seedy part of town. You guys are actually in the more high class like.
Okay, no.
Well, I'm glad we dressed for the occasion.
Loosens her like hair, because when she's in her gear, it's like this, and now it's like.
I was gonna give a little wave and a wink.
Nova's definitely checking out basically everyone that walks up to them.
And you can see all the blade dancers. They're carrying dual scimitars, just kind of like off their hips, and these like flowing gowns, like flowing like skirts, and like these tight halter tops. Yeah, so your picture that you have on your phone.
We've been talking about this. Would it be out of reach for her to like walk up to one of the blade dancers?
She could. Yeah, they're right now. They're unpacking everything and getting prepared to like.
I think she would approach them like very like jaw drop, like
staring.
Like admiring. She's not ever gonna like admit to staring, but she definitely like.
She's very focused right now on her targets.
Ella's gonna start making mental notes about the city.
Right.
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Brawlin brought like 5 bottles with her when she walked out, so she's good for right now. She's gonna chill on her cart until you guys are ready to move on.
Okay.
Yeah. Ella's kind of just taking in the like what she can see of the city. You guys are kind of in like a little like square behind.
Nova feel at home here, even though she ran away, or how much?
Nova feels
changed?
very at home in cities in general.
Yeah.
And this is just like a new sensation being in this kind of like environment with this traveling band of merrymakers. But yeah, she goes up to one of the blade dancers, and it's this very high cheekbone, like
gorgeous.
She almost makes Nova look ugly. Like, you know, Nova's used to being like the prettiest woman in the room. This one, like, she almost like it's hauntingly beautiful, like to the point where like
Nova's kind of intimidated.
Yeah. And she looks at Nova. She's actually a little bit shorter than Nova, so she's actually kind of like looking up at Nova as she speaks to you. She's like, "How may I help you?"
Hey, where did you learn to dance with those?
It's tradition where I come from.
Well, where could someone not where you come from learn how to do that if you don't mind me asking?
Well, the Wonders are the only people that know how to do it here in Bestia. So, from us, I guess.
One of these days, one of these times, could I maybe learn from you guys?
Why don't you come and watch our show tonight, and we'll discuss it afterwards.
Definitely. I've got to go meet someone, but I will definitely catch up. to meet you. My name's Nova, by the way. She's very nervous. But she's very intimidated and kind of turned on.
My name's Mistra. I'll see you later then, I guess.
Talk to you later, Mistra.
And I forgot to mention this. When you mentioned Dimitri Flowerhow, you go ahead and make me a perception check.
13.
You notice a slight little twitch on Rowan's face as she kind of recollects the note that she's carrying. Yeah.
I don't think I said that. I said I needed to see him, right? Not that he was my brother.
You said a bunch of stuff when we hailed the carriage.
Yeah, you said that you knew him. You
Yeah.
didn't say who he was to you or anything.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, you noticed that, but it had just been the withdrawals.
Yeah.
You didn't weren't 100% certain
It was
as
like,
to.
that was
Yeah, it
a
was
weird
just a
time
weird
for
thing.
that, but
Yeah.
It was a thing.
But yeah, so you guys kind of have, like, if you're going to see the show tonight, the show would be about 8 p.m., after dark. You can see that a bunch of the people that were in the carriage are now kind of, like, setting up,
yeah.
like, basically a circus tent in this square that you're in. Like, they basically came in and just took over. Like, they put, like, yeah.
Would no one know where to find Dimitri?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Another question. How much has the city changed since the last time she was here? Nothing? Okay.
It's an Elves city. They don't change much.
Especially in 10 years.
It's been
150 years.
Yeah.
But
it's basically 10
it's an
years.
elephant city. Might as well have been 10 years, as much as a century, But yeah, the city hasn't changed much.
Okay.
There's probably some new people in it, but because there are a lot. This is a massive switch to Thor. This is a very mixed city.
Yeah.
But it's an elven-led city, so the overall structure doesn't really change, but the population swings wildly from human, halfling, dwarf, half-elf, gnome, half-orc. Like, this is, the most racially integrated city that in probably the world. It seems to be kind of like...
Would she know have any recognizable faces that she see? Or it's just there's so many people?
If she went to the merchant district, probably. But if you're in the district that you're in the entertainment district, there isn't. This is kind of below. Most of the people Nova would have been on a face-to-face name basis with.
Right. Well, where would she be likely to go to look for her brother?
Well, he's the guard captain of the Southern Gate. So you would
go towards the Southern.
Go to the guardhouse near the Southern Gate, because he's probably there in his office.
Okay, how long is that going to take us? Just normal walking, or because if it's a big city,
it would depend on what route you take. Because if you take more of the back roads, like the back alleyways and everything, avoiding the main thoroughfares, it would probably take you about a half hour. If you were to take the main thoroughfare, which is just out and around. So basically, if you were to take so you guys are here right now. So if you were to take the main route, you just go out and you go straight down. The guardhouse is right here, the barracks for the Southern Gate. If you were to take the back roads, you're going to kind of skirt along back here, kind of avoiding most of the main thoroughfares. So it's a half-hour journey versus a 10-minute journey, depending on which way you guys go.
Let's go the quickest route.
Is everybody going along, or is just Nova going?
Do you guys want to come with, or do you want to...
Yeah. I'll come with.
Rollin.
She looks at you and she's like,
There's a few bars if you want to just.
Actually, I have some business with this Dimitri Fire Hall as well.
Fear of hell. But okay, yeah, let's go.
Tomatoes. She kind of just. And her.
No.
You see her. You see Nim, one of the furbolgs, just grabs the cart, lifts it up, and just starts walking right behind her. And the other two are walking right beside.
Okay.
And like,
alright, Grumpy, let's go.
You have alcohol, you should be less.
like, whatever.
Okay, well, let's go.
Yeah, so you guys travel out onto the main road, and so I said a lot of races are very common in this town. The one race that isn't common in this town, which by not common I mean non-existent, is a furball.
Oh,
So these three giant furbolgs, one pulling a cart, and they're wearing full plate armor with these giant packs on their back, and a shield slung across their back, and
it's
long
raising
sword.
some awareness.
Everybody is looking at you. Like, you draw so much attention, and you have three pretty scantily clad women kind of walking around as well. Because Roland didn't button up her shirt. She doesn't give a.
Oh, yeah, Nova didn't.
Nova is still in, like,
Yeah.
half undressed. Ella is basically wearing nothing. So yeah, you guys are walking down the street.
We've got like 3 guards,
And you got
basically.
3 giant, friggin' 8-foot tall, like, doughy-faced, like, guys following right behind you in, like, this full plate armor, just hulking behemoths. Like, they make Goliath look small. Like, yeah, and they're just following right behind you, and you can hear the cart go. Because it's a crappy goblin cart
Yeah.
you stole, so. Like, noise stops. People stop and stare at this collection of people walking down the road. You pass some shops and everything else. You guys kind of just blow right by them. You go straight to the.
Ella's mental notes
Well,
along the
Nova
way.
probably knows the shops that are around.
Yeah, you guys pass. You guys definitely pass the blacksmith, which is called the Minotaur's Forge.
So minotaurs.
No, it's actually run by a human female.
Oh, okay.
You can see her working at her forge, and she kind of stops and stares.
Nova probably notices everyone staring. Yeah, so she's probably just gonna be like,
She kind of like shies a little bit.
like smiles.
Ella notices, but just doesn't
care.
Like
Nope.
she does like the polite smile and like.
But yeah, you guys make it pretty speedily because like the crowd kind of parts for you.
You're like, oh, okay.
Plus, you guys just came out of where that giant carriage had just landed
Yeah.
inside the city, so like they kind of are like, okay, this is really strange now. So yeah, you guys get to the guard barracks and
Oh, whoa. So
Yep.
hold on.
Ella can get used to this.
Did the troubadour make the carriage bigger, or did it already was able to fit the third blocks?
It's bigger on the inside.
well, it was massive.
Okay.
Like it was
Okay.
massive. Like
Because couldn't.
but yeah, he made it so they could fit. That's why he was like taking a judgment of what
Yeah,
he's able
like
to do.
those are some pretty big dudes.
And he kind of sleight of hand the magic, and that's why I made you guys roll perception because he was wanting to sleight of hand
Yeah.
the magic.
It's like, this needs to be a little bigger.
He was fiddling with the knobs behind him. No, but yeah, you guys make it to the guard barracks, and standing outside, 2 guards in full scale mail, carrying halberds, kind of standing outside. You can see the southern gate. You can see you can just see it seems like forever, just carriages and carts being stopped as they come into the city with the tax. Yeah.
Nova's gonna walk up to the guards very, like, respectfully.
What's your business here?
Is Dimitri Farahall here?
The captain is very busy. He doesn't have time to see people right now.
What about the friend?
We've met his family. They're not his family.
Yeah, let him make the judge of that.
He is far too busy right now. Can't deal with this stuff right now. And as he's saying that, Colin walks up to the guard, just like stands right in his face. He goes, "You're gonna let us see him right now, or I'm gonna make your day horrible."
I would listen to her.
And she goes,
She's a mean drunk, and she's definitely drunk.
and the guard's just sitting there like, are you threatening a guard of the crowd? She's like, I have some information that is vital to his survival. And the guard goes,
Nova gets very concerned very fast.
and so the guard just looks at her, and she's stone-faced. Just completely stone-faced, solid as a rock. And he goes, okay, but make it quick. And so he lets you in, and he leads you to Dimitri's office, raps on the door. Dimitri says, enter.
No, but like, hello, brother.
Ella saunters in behind.
My darling older sister.
How are you?
Well, things were going well. What kind of trouble are you in now?
Nothing. I just wanted to see my little baby brother.
And as you guys are having this conversation, Roland just walks right past you and slaps down this piece of paper on his desk.
Nova also.
Go ahead and make me an intelligence check to see if you can read it upside down.
It's just intelligence.
Nope.
13.
Really, dice? I'm
It's
distracted by
really
something
hard
else.
to read. The person who wrote it doesn't seem to have the best handwriting, so it's kind of a little fuzzy for you.
Nova also looks at Roland, just kind of ticked off.
She just looks at you like, how was I supposed to know you guys were related?
You could have just shared the information so everybody knew.
It really wasn't any of your business.
It wasn't any of yours either. It was the guys.
I found the note.
Dimitri! What?
Dimitri's just like sitting there stunned, reading the paper, and he calls the guard back in, the one that led you guys up. And he's like, "Bring me Renault."
Do you need us to check back in?
No, you can stay here. So the guard goes out and he comes back with another guard, and this one is like a dumpy human male, like probably no taller than 5'5", but
No, wait.
decently plump.
Like,
He takes his
kind of like...
yeah. And so like Renault stands at attention in front of Dimitri, like as best he can, like his belly's sticking out and everything. And Dimitri looks at him. And he looks down at the note on his desk, and then he looks at him, and actually, I need you to make perception checks.
Nat 20.
We're gonna grab.
So, a 23.
We'll try this dice. 12. It's better than a 1.
Yeah, the only person that sees this is Nova, as his long sword comes out of his scabbard, slices the guy's head off, and goes right back into his scabbard.
Wait, who sliced whose head?
Dimitri cut Renault's head off.
Oh.
And everyone else in the room, all they see is just the head roll off to the side, and the body just fall to the ground.
Damn.
Well, that just happened.
That is the punishment for treason.
How do you know it was him? Don't.
He signed the note.
Oh. Okay.
He wasn't the brightest crayon in the box.
Yeah, okay. He was trying. Can she read it now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what he says.
Yeah, I probably would have done the same thing if he was trying to kill me. I mean, you.
And so he goes, so, what brings you all to the city?
Well, technically,
Point to Nova.
a entertainment cart brought us to the city. And I saw some really like gorgeous people, and I think I want to join them.
Is he in full plate mail or anything?
Yeah, he's in full, he's in full elvish plate.
Is he just as gorgeous? Like,
he's a very handsome man. So for some reason your parents, who are complete assholes,
make
produce
you.
very beautiful children.
Yeah.
I can't go give him a back massage. He's in full plate.
Yeah, but it's it's gold leaf and just it's very, you can tell that he's of high station and high rank. Even the hilt of his, the pommel of his sword is just it's a good, ruby that's probably, about that around. It's a good fist size ruby, basically on the pommel of his sword.
Big ruby.
He's a very rich man.
Are you gonna be taking part in any festivities? Because we could catch up. It's been a good while.
Not until the tax season is concluded. I won't be available for anything outside of work until Harvest Tide begins.
When does Harvest Tide begin?
10 days.
You guys want to?
Can't do things for 10 days.
You guys
He's
want
very busy.
Want to take a?
He's in charge of the tax collection for the Southern Gate.
Ella half sits on his desk and is like, "You can't spare an hour for your sister."
Roll me a persuasion.
Nova's kind of wondering if Ella's hitting on her brother.
Where is that?
It's charisma.
Okay. 15.
Yes. Why don't you all meet me for lunch tomorrow?
Excellent.
Alright.
Sounds wonderful.
We'll see you at midday.
See you later, bro.
You guys.
She gives him a hug, even though he's probably not a hugger.
He is working right now,
Yeah.
and he's trying to look professional.
Yeah, she does not. She gives him a hug.
Right.
And messes with his hair and walks out.
Ella saunters out.
That's
a little
really interesting. He
around
tried
the
to do
corner.
that because he is wearing a plate helmet.
She doesn't care.
She's just shy. She's trying to buff his helmet.
Oh, just cool. Leaves out the smudge.
Yeah. Ella saunters out behind the rest of them. There's a little wave around the corner.
He seems taken aback by this whole situation. But yeah, so tomorrow at midday, you guys can meet with him for a luncheon. He didn't tell you where, but you'd assume you meet him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You assume he doesn't go anywhere else.
I'm guessing he's not leaving his office.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
Well, it would probably be in the
lunchroom,
lounge.
the cafeteria.
Well, no, he doesn't. He is an officer of a high standing rank. He is he's He's a guard
He's upper
captain.
management?
Yeah, he's upper management. He has his own. It's kind of like
Like
the officers' like the officers' tent rather than
like
the officers' lounge rather than the captain.
like if store managers had their own place and associates
Yeah.
had
They
their
do.
Well, it's more like military where the grunts have their own mess hall and then the officers have like
a proper
a lounge or a proper place where they get served properly. So you guys meet him here about midday tomorrow, and you guys it's only early afternoon. You got probably about a good 5-6 hours prior to the show that you're going to.
Wanna go shopping?
Sure, I was just about to ask if you would show me around the city.
Yeah,
Tell me what's important, what's kind of drab.
Roland looks at you both and is like, we gotta get rid of this card.
Okay.
Okay.
She's 450, it's been 100. So she spent 300 years?
She spent 200
200 years.
in the city. She was here 150 years ago and got arrested.
Oh, so she left for 100 years.
Yeah.
Came
She
back.
Yeah.
So she comes back every 100 something years?
Something like that.
Like when all the humans have died off, she just comes back.
Yeah, she's hoping to like find a new marks every time she comes back. But yeah, so you guys have some time to go to the shops and
Alright, well, I suppose we
That's
deal with this cart,
and then we can figure out.
and then we can go adventure.
so
She's very. I don't know where that Nova came from, but that's who she is, I guess.
so you guys go right down the main thoroughfare. Again, people staring, wondering what the hell.
Nova's like waving. Now she's like, hey guys, she's very happy.
But yeah, you guys return to the Minotaur's Forge, the blacksmith that you saw, and you can see the person who was hammering on the anvil before has stopped, and she's kind of like standing, behind the counter. It's very open. Like it doesn't. There's no door. It's very open. Half of it is like a slate roof with a giant chimney stack coming out of it from where the forge billows out, and then the other it's almost cut in half, like almost perfectly, and the other side has like a thatched roof, and it's like very dissimilar. Like it feels like a very weird mixture, but there's a partition wall and everything that's made of stone, and you can see there is a doorway between the forge area and
So it's like
the
home,
shop area.
home work.
Well, no, it's a shop where
okay.
like you can see on the walls all the weapons are displayed.
It's work and it's work.
Yeah, it's create, sell.
Yeah.
So they're very dissimilar and separate but connected.
I think Nova's gonna just look at Robin.
Yeah, we'll go. We'll get you a good price.
Yeah, Nova walks up. Hi, my name's Nova.
So you see this middle-aged human female. She's rather short, maybe about 5'2", 5'3", and a little round in the belly. A little round all over. She lives a good life.
Yeah.
You can kind of tell she makes good money, and she does her job very well. And she looks at you and she goes, "It's very nice to meet you. I'm Catalina. This is my shop. Catalina Norsk.
I don't know how to spell it, so I'm gonna guess. Norsk?
Norsk. Of the Minotaur's Forge. Yep.
No Forge.
And she goes, what can I do for you today?
Do you buy?
We acquired some arms and armor, and are looking for someone who would be able to sell to that could get them to people who need them.
seems more appropriate for where we're at. She looks at you and she's like, kind of looks past you. She's like, "Is that what's on the cart underneath the tent?"
Yes.
Yes.
Bring it over into the forge area and we'll take a look.
Alright.
Yeah. It was like.
So you guys go, all of you go over there, and you got me and Nim and Pi kind of undo the tent, and you can just see this pile of weapons and armor and everything just sitting there. It's a lot of chainmail and scale mail and some leather armor, and there's some shields and different varieties of weapons. And she's looking it over and she's picking up pieces, and every now and then she kind of flexes it, and you can see like all of the muscles in her arms, just like she's got very strong arms. But you can see the swords just kind of flex under her
Do they
strength.
flex back though?
And most of them snap right back. There's a few that just snap. They were probably goblin made. And she kind of just tosses the broken ones to the side. And she looks at you guys and she's like, "I'll give you $250 for the whole lot."
250.
250 gold pieces. Wrong. Ken looks at her and she's like, "I think it's worth a lot more than that."
Our friend here needs a little bit of extra drinking money.
She
Ooh, I'll assist. Oh no, 11.
Plus 11.
Yeah, she kind of looks at you guys. She's like, "I think 250 is perfectly fine."
250's fine. Like she looks at Rowan. It wasn't that good, anyways. Shut up.
Well, she probably broke about 8 or 9 of the different swords that were there.
If they broke, then
she basically uses them for scrap if she uses them at all.
Yeah, 250's perfect.
Right, so she goes over. She leads you all back over into the shop area, and she goes in. She goes, "You all turn around."
Ella does a full 360.
Nova just turns back.
180 degrees, please.
Okay.
Right. Is anybody trying to see what she's doing?
I think Nova's doing a this number.
Yeah.
Give me perception checks at disadvantage.
Oh.
17.
Oh, come on.
You roll a nat.
Yeah, no, me too.
It'll be an 8.
17.
No, but you notice that she kind of like, she turns her back to you guys, and she's kind of looking at you, but she kind of goes into this little nook that's in the behind. Like she pulls open this door. She pulls out this small chest, and she goes into it, and you can hear her start to count.
Yeah.
She counts out 250 gold
Nova
pieces,
turns back, like.
and then she goes and she puts the chest back away, and she hands Roland this sack of 250 gold pieces.
Nova goes to tap Rollins back, but then thinks twice and goes, "Okay, there you go. Go have fun."
Is there anything you guys want to look at while?
Yeah. How
I don't think anything in here would interest Ella.
a lot of things in here would probably interest Nova. Nova is looking around all over.
Well, Ella, you do notice that there is this scimitar on the wall, and it has this, like, you recognize it instantly. This druidic writing, right etched right down the blade.
Druidic?
Yep.
What's it say in Druidic?
It says, "Fast hands win the battle." And just for out of character reference, it is a scimitar speed sitting on there. And there is like a price under it. And the price says 6,600 gold pieces.
What does that even do?
It gives you an extra attack every round. You get to attack twice with your attack action.
What does
Ella's gonna be like, know a druid or two?
I don't know any druids. Somebody sold that to me.
you know one?
Oh, nice.
He may or may not have been a druid, I don't know.
She wasn't referring to who sold it to you. She was referring to me.
Oh, I see.
Nova's gonna like look at Ella and then go back to Catalina. And ask her to show her some of the nicest blades she has, like if she has any nice daggers or.
Yeah, so she shows you on the wall this assortment of like basically a step of the different lengths of blades, from dagger, and there's a couple of really basic daggers. Then there's a couple no crossbar daggers, and then there's this really like curvy, like it almost looks like a Chris dagger. Have you ever seen one? They kind of wave.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And that one has like a completely different price than all the other daggers. Are like 4 silver, 10 silver. They're nothing. This one has a price tag of 329 gold pieces on it. So she's like, that's one of my best creations.
How long have you? This is your moment. If you're gonna do anything, step in.
Oh. Ella's gonna pick up one of the super cheap ones. She's like, Nova, I don't know why you like this metal stuff. No offense to you, your craftsmanship is quite amazing. It's just metal, really? Like, I mean, the woodlands, they.
You have your views of beauty, and I have mine. How long have you been working at this, Katerina?
All my life. I inherited the shop from my father.
And you said she's middle-aged.
She's probably like late 30s, early 40s.
Would Nova recognize her last name, or has she been married?
Give me a history check. She's not married.
Yeah, that's a 6.
Yeah, no.
No?
No recollection. Again,
It's
the area you're in was kind of under your station. And so the scimitar's speed is actually a +2. Scimitar, in addition you make one attack with your with it as a bonus action on each of your turns. So you get to slice, and it's a +2 weapon as well.
Well, all of these look really beautiful, but at this point in time, I have not much extra to spend. maybe I'll come back later at a different point in time and see what kind of amazing things you have to offer then.
And just out of character, so you're aware, the dagger was a vicious dagger. So it actually leaves a bloody wound, if I remember.
Yeah.
I should probably have this stuff just out so I can...
Is Rollin doing anything or looking at anything?
Rollin is standing over by this wall, like hanging on the wall, this massive hammer, like just it's a pure metal shaft, and the head is actually forged to look like two different giants' faces. And you can just kind of see. You can kind of see this energy, just kind of like you can. It's like a physical, tangible energy you can see on this wall.
I'm out of character. I like how Ella is like, I don't know why you like this metal stuff, and Nova's like, that's not very beautiful. To that, she's like.
But yeah, this is a finely crafted ball. These two giant amber hyacinths are just mounted in the sides of each of the head, the faces are the part that hits, but in the head, there's these two amber hyacinths just mounted, and they're big. They're like probably a good 6,000 or 7,000 gold piece of hyacinths that are mounted in this hammer.
So that's probably literally the most expensive thing it is.
Yeah, it's 15,360 gold pieces. Is the price tag that you put on it. Obviously, everything is negotiable if you don't suck. But so this is what you see. This right here.
Yeah.
And it's
Nova has no interest in that. She's just very but
yeah, it's the hammer of thunderbolts. It's hanging there on the wall. So on a nat 20, the vicious weapon deals extra 7 extra damage. So
what was the price tag on that one?
it was only 329 gold. Yep. But yeah, you see other weapons and armor, and you can see there's some arrows in a quiver hanging on the wall, and they have a 23 GP each. They're +1 arrows. They're, and then you can see a shield. This large, round, wooden shield with steel laced around the edges, and then the symbol of Torm, the god Torm, emblazoned upon the.
Who's Torm? Do I know who Torm is?
He's the god of justice. This is a sentinel shield, and it has a price tag of 8,000 gold pieces underneath it. This is a legendary quality shop. This is a shop you can get just about anything, and she does do commissions as well. So if you guys find something that you want her to craft for you, she can make you just about anything. You just give her some time. She is a very good smith. Yeah, and she goes, well, you're welcome here anytime.
Yeah, I'll be back around before we head out.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put some plates together for the kids real quick, and then we can do any more shopping you guys may want to do. There's quite a few other shops floating around you can kind of play with.
Ella's gonna get the full tour. Hey, that's Ella's goal. Is going to be getting the full tour of the city.
check my print that I was doing secret stuff.
Yeah.
So we found College of Swords bard, kind of like a blade dancer, focusing on like illusion and enchantment magic.
I had a blade dancer type character in 3.5 that prestige classed into shadow dancing. You cannot jump into your own shadow.
Nobody's probably going to try to stay away from the merchant district.
Oh.
Well, he was a player. She basically got disowned by her parents, who are high-class merchants. Because she was taking some of their money and giving it to the poor. And they're very mean-spirited, selfish merchants. So, and she probably doesn't have any friends here. She just has her brother, because everyone here in the city are mostly her parents' acquaintances.
Yeah, Ella's not gonna probably rob in broad daylight.
Oh yeah, no.
Well, they kind of have opened some stuff up for you guys to... Yeah. That's why I'm describing buildings, so you guys kind of know
Yep.
what they look like. And kind of... I know I have two people that are kind of interested in being sneaky butts. So.
What are you interested in looking at, Ella?
Well, I don't know until I find it, really. This is my first time being in a huge town.
Well, besides the day before.
Yeah. I kind of just want to see the whole city. Or at least the best parts of it.
Yeah, as you leave the blacksmith, you guys can kind of see, you know, across the way, like, in this, because you guys are kind of in the town square right now, like the main town square. You can see located around the edges of the town square just shops, just like little stalls with fruit and meat and vegetables, and you can see, there's a bakery right across the way. You can smell the fresh bread, other little treats that they bake up. You can see a bookshop where it seems like they possibly the Hoover ketchup. It's in the fridge.
Oops.
And you see you see a sign, and it has like a cauldron on it, and it says, "The Witch's Wondrous Weapons."
Check that one out. If there's any libraries and whatnot, I would be looking for those.
Yeah. Well, you did see the bookseller, which would probably have some books for sale, not necessarily just like for reading.
Yeah.
But you could buy something. But yeah, the Witch's Wondrous Weapons. You walk in and you see this. You open the door, it just creaks open. And you walk in and you see this little gnome sitting with. He's wearing the stereotypical witch's hat with like the brim and like the funky. It has a big feather in it. And he looks at you. And
I look down at him.
And he just kind of looks at you, and then he turns right back to what he was doing. You can see he's like jotting notes on this piece of paper, on this piece of parchment. And
Hello.
What do you want?
I don't know. She wanted to look in here, so what's up? What's happening?
Well, none of you look to be of the arcane nature, so you might as well just leave now.
But how can you make that kind of assumption?
Because I just know.
And Jude crafted a little flower and set it down.
I don't care about that nature magic.
You can have a flower anyway.
Well,
No, what kind of does the prestidigitation? Some lights. Some little
elves. But yeah, you can see he's a young male gnome.
a young male.
Yeah, well, young for a gnome is still like 80 years old.
Crotchety old man.
Yeah. But you can see he's kind of like got this little eyepiece on, and you can see he has like this lantern, like hooded lantern, like aiming at his paper so that he can see what he's writing. And he's like, "Well, take a look around. If you find anything that interests you, let me know."
I love peruses then.
Yeah, you can see there's a wall with some long, slender wands that look to be actually rather intricately carved. And there's also on the other side of on the other wall, you can see. You can kind of tell this guy might be a wand user because you see on the other side basically a bunch of umbrella stands. You know, like the little umbrella, like you just shove the umbrella in it and go inside. You see a bunch of those sitting on the floor, and they don't look well maintained, with a bunch of stabs just shoved in there, randomly. Are you taking a closer look at any of them? I guess the one that was standing out the most...
I'll take a passing glance as I walk by.
Yeah, the one that stands out the most to you is this, just thin, slender, length of wood that has, it arcs out, and kind of has like almost a web in it, but then in the center of the 2 points, there's this ruby that just floats there. It doesn't get touched by either of the points, but there's a ruby that just floats.
Ella takes a close look at this floating ruby. Kind of like seeing if there's any invisible things. Kind of like, you know how you...
Yeah. Roll me a perception check.
11.
Yeah, as you stare at it, you stare deeper and deeper, and you're looking closely at the ruby, you see just this explosion of flame happen within the depths of the ruby. And it is a staff of fire. Otherwise, there's another length wooden staff with a brass ring at the top, and then on top of that is like a scarab beetle with 3 little azures in it. And then there is also a crooked staff, and the head of it is actually in the shape of a python. And then another staff that is made completely of bronze, and at the top is a lyre.
Well, I can see. What do you call them?
So it's a staff of swarming insects was the one with the scarab beetle, a staff of the python, and a staff of charming.
I was just going to keep walking through.
Yeah, and the wands you can see, one has like a spider carved into the end, and then like it has like a web pattern all the way up of it. It's a wand of web. There's a couple of just war mage wands that aren't really interesting to you. A wand of fireballs, which is like red, and it has like, you know, little like orange hides down the side.
What?
There is another wand that is kind of a I guess like it has like the jaggedy lines going down it, but they're not like lightning bolts. It's more like you know, like I guess in a video game if you hate the paralyze effect. And that's a wand of binding, and then there is a wand with one finger held up like this on it, and that's a wand of secrets.
A wand of secrets.
Yep. It's actually pretty cool. And then you can build the little things that clip into it.
What's a wand of secrets do?
The wand of secrets. Let's look it up. Secret. I've got a secret. The Wand of Secrets has 3 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend one of its charges, and if a secret door or trap is within 30 feet of you, the wand pulses and points at the one nearest to you. So it basically points out hidden stuff. So not wholly unuseful.
No.
You guys are in a bit of dungeon.
Just nothing I want to spend money on right now.
Yeah.
Is there anything that would potentially... No? Okay, but she's...
Nova and Rollin wouldn't be very interested in much in the store as of right now.
She probably just watches Ella look through things.
Take a once around.
Find anything? No? Okay, on to the next place.
Get out! He's very...
We were trying!
I drew and craft some more flower petals that flow behind me as I walk out.
You see, as your petals start to fall to the floor, they suddenly ignite as he starts them on fire.
No, it's just, like, she probably at this point is kind of getting antsy and has her hand, like, matter. Dagger.
So as you leave, you look closer at the bookstore, and it's an open book on the sign with a quill coming out of it, and it says "Magical Towers" across the front of it.
I'm going there.
This is gonna be interesting.
Oh.
What?
You guys open the door. It swings open gently, nice. It's like probably the smoothest door you've walked through in a while. Like it's silent as it moves, and as you walk in, your eyes are met with this large, muscular, bronze-skinned or bronze-scaled male dragonborn. And he looks at you, his eyes all aglow. He goes, "Welcome!
Oh, hello.
Hello.
How may I help you today?"
I'm not sure yet. It's my first time in town.
"Well, take a look around. If there's anything you need, just ask."
Alright.
And you can kind of see, like, as he's as you guys kind of start to cruise around, he's fidgeting, he's moving stuff around. He's very, he's very energetic and
Like normal energy or
no, like fidgety energy. Like he's
nervous energy?
like he's not.
Like,
Well, not necessarily.
he's got to
nervous.
straighten everything out and make it look really nice.
OCD energy?
Well, it's like he's just fidgety. He there's people here, and he's kind of gonna keep moving. And kind of just like hope you're impressed by some of this stuff. But yeah, he's a large dragonborn now.
Okay, sorry.
But yeah, you can see on the counter right next to him, there's a small display case with several different rings in it. Most of them look to be non-magical in any way, but you can see one that it's opalescent. It's a clear blue white, and it's just the whole band is this like agate, like blue white. They kind of, if you stare at it long enough, it kind of shifts. Like you can see like the it seems like it's moving. And then there's a small-ish brass ring, with a small onyx gem set in it.
Just stare at that first one a little bit.
Yeah, you watch it, and it shifts. The blue and the white shift positions.
You're full already. Are you sure? You're not pretending to be full? Because it's almost time to go. So if you're hungry, I would eat now.
I was eating my phone now.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
But yeah, you watch it, and the blue and the white seem to switch places every once in a while. Upon more study, you would find out this is a ring of water walking. And then the other one is a small brass ring with a black onyx in it, and it's actually a ring of evasion.
Ring of what?
Evasion. Which basically grants you the evasion thing, where you take no damage on a... I think that's what it is. I have to look it up for sure.
What would be considered your most attention grabbing, beautiful, just like dry dropping?
Oh, that would be the large mirror on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just this solid mirror. And it's like 2 feet long, 2 feet wide, 4 feet long. It's like almost a body mirror, but not quite. And then it's a finely wrought golden frame.
This is beautiful.
And he looks at you and he's like, I wouldn't touch it if I were you.
Why not?
No, but definitely does not touch it.
The last owner spent a little too much time with it, and it drained the life from it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I kind of like my life, so I'm gonna.
It's a very large version of the Mirror of Life amulet, which allows you to draw life from another being.
Okay. I was going to continue cruising, skirting around the mirror.
Yeah, there's another case on his counter. It holds some necklaces. There's one with a gold chain with a bright emerald in the center. Then you can also see on another shelf, right next to each other, these two items that kind of like, they'll seem a little out of place in this shop. Like everything you've seen in the shop, it's very clean, it's very pretty, everything is very well displayed. But these two items are sitting on a shelf. One is a hooded lantern, just wrought iron black lantern, and the other sitting right next to it is a ordinary looking bag. You know, like a satchel, like a crossbody bag.
What did you know anything about?
You wouldn't know necessarily what these are, but
What's this? So
Ella's just been. What are these?
well, okay, way to interrupt someone. no offense, but everything else in here looks so beautiful. What?
well, everything in the shop has its use, and those two items are probably the most useful of all the items in my shop. The bag is a bag of holding, and the lantern is a lantern of revealing, and allows you to see creatures who are invisible or plane shifted.
Well, did we get his name?
Oh, my name is Brendan.
Brendan?
They generated it.
Brendan or Brandon?
Brendan.
Brenden?
And.
And?
I'm not gonna name somebody that close to my own name.
What was the name of this shop?
Magical Tones.
I just listed it as bookstore.
And yeah, you can see there is a whole wall of different books. Some are like history of Alonia, history of Vestia, different. And there's even some royal line of Wunderberg, all that kind of stuff. Just sitting there randomly on the wall.
Well, how much are these very useful items?
The lantern revealing, he says, is 4,750 gold pieces. The bag of holding is 4,240.
Like 4,000?
4,240.
Ella's just gonna get a really sad look on her face. And walk away from that.
No one knows about the uses of bags of holdings, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't have lots of money, but I have talents if we needed something in exchange for, say, like, the bag of holding.
I don't need anything. But I do have a friend who is looking for some help with a certain thing.
Do you know the details of that thing?
Her name is Therzora, and she's looking for help acquiring a very rare tome. If you're interested in speaking with her, she'll be at the Tavern. She'll be at the Scarlet Dragon this evening, and most evenings actually. She's a rather hardy dwarf that loves her drink.
Hey, we like a good drink sometimes too. I know someone in particular.
Some of us more than others.
Yeah. We look at Rowan. Or I look at Rowan.
Rollins just kind of been standing there looking just completely bored this whole time.
I'm sure Rowan would like to go to a tavern.
What were the necklaces?
No, the necklace was a necklace of adaptation.
What was the name of the person who made
Therzora.
It's There Zara.
Rare too. So, if we help Therzora, would that be worthy enough of a trade?
Maybe not a trade, but I'm sure she has a reward for you.
Alright. You guys, at some point in this travel, want to look for a tomb? Tomb? Same difference.
No, they're different. A tome is a book. A tomb is a place for dead
Hey,
people.
you don't know where the tomb, okay?
I do know where the tome is. I very much know where the tome is because I designed the quest. So I do know where it is.
We don't know where the tomb
You
is.
guys don't.
I might as well assume that it might be in a tomb. Anyway.
Oh goodness.
You guys want to go on a side adventure? Earn a little extra maybe?
Well, let's see what's entailed in it first.
Well, we'll probably be back. Unless there's something more you guys need to...
I'll likely be back for some tomes at a later point.
Sounds wonderful. Have a wonderful day.
You as well.
True practical little flower also.
Why, thank you, my lady.
Oh, excellent. Someone who appreciates it.
You can see him kind of like put it in his lapel.
Aww.
Yeah, the only other shop that you would see is
Yeah.
yeah, we got a little bit of time. Yeah. You see one more shop, and it's just like it's just a giant potion bottle. It seems to have like a smoke rising out of it.
I think I found the place for someone.
It says more Fears potions. But we can go into that next session. 'Cause I know.
Ella's not going to go in there right away because she doesn't need to buy potions.
Yeah.
She might go there eventually if she needs supplies for a potion, so she'll make a note of potion shop.
And just so you're aware, the Scarlet Dragon Inn, where Therzora will be, is right in front of where the caravan is.
Okay.
So that was the tavern that you guys parked behind.
Oh, wonderful.
And what time of day is it?
After your shopping is probably about 6 o'clock.
And the show's at 8 p.m.?
At 8 p.m., yeah.
The dice were a little bit more cooperative. Just a little.
I was here, and then I flipped this many pages, and I was like, wait, it still says April, what the hell? I went a whole year, what? I'm gonna have to figure out what day, I'm just gonna have to ask him what day it is, and
That's right, because we spent many a days.
trying to convince people to get us in.
And we got in for free. The Xfinity Gold.
What day
Wait.
is it?
What is it?
Yeah.
I'd say it's probably around the 18th.
Are there sewers to this city?
Of course.
Okay. Then Ella's making notes of its sewer entrances.
Next Sunday is the 15th. And this day we met a whole shit ton of people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, the whole two-door thing, I made up on the spot. I didn't have that planned.
Oh, I kind of guessed.
About what day did we meet them like this? Here?
Yeah.
For a moment there, when you were talking about fire and all that jazz, I was just like, oh my goodness, did we just walk into a Rakdos freaking caravan? Oh no.
What?
Who spell?
Troubadour.
I was concerned for a moment, but I'm like, Ella would still enjoy the show. Oh, that's right, your microwave clock is wrong.
No.